non-native speakers of English, and they've come here to share some of their experiences with you about what it's like to move to a new country and have a new language and a new culture, and have experiences in a new culture. So as soon as the camera's set, good to go, I'm going to turn it over to our moderator and our panelists. Oh, and if you're in sociology, there's a sign-up sheet in the back.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, me and my colleague want to say welcome for all of you to be here in our panel discussion. And this panel discussion will cover our experience here for first time in the United States of America. All right? My teammates is Tadu, Elzbieta, Tesli, and Mela, and me, Eddie. And this is my nickname. My real name is Ahmed El-Karmoni, but no one can say my name here, so I took the nickname to be easier for the Americans because the hard characters. All right. I'm Egyptian. I just moved here 8 months ago with my cousin, Mustafa. So that's everything about me. So we will start with Mela. Yeah, you want to introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, everybody. It's nice to see you here. My name is Mila. I'm from Belarus. I'm here. I have been here over 1.5 years. I live here with my husband. I met him in Belarus, in Minsk. Minsk is capital, Belarus capital, and I don't have much experience of living here, but I can say that I'm happy here, very like here. But when I arrived here, I ran into with some difficulties. It was some shock maybe for me. It's different. There are differences between our culture, between our people, difference in education, difference in transportation system. Tell me, say one thing. When I arrived, my husband, I started to drive at once. My husband bought for me a car, and of course I have had before little experience with driving, but for me it was different transportation system here. So much? I tell? Yeah. Ah, okay. Okay. So.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming. I am Tesli. I'm from Honduras. I'm 24. I live in here for 3 years, and I live with my family. And that's it. Thank you for coming.
Nice to see you, everyone. And I came from Poland maybe almost 5 years ago. I came with my family, 4 children, and I live in New Britain. That's it.
Hi, thanks for coming. Good afternoon. First of all, I have to tell you that my name is something similar to Eddie. I mean, it's a nickname. My real name is Jose Antonio. Where I come from, which is Mexico, we used to have 2 different names, Jose and Antonio. And the reason, in Mexico, they call me Tato too, but the reason I use this nickname over here is because you guys in the United States are used to call people by their first name, which is Jose, and I don't really like it. I prefer Jose Antonio or just Antonio. That's why I introduce myself as Tato. After that, I have been here for 2.5 years. I came to work. I work for ESPN in Spanish, of course. I'm not able to do it in English yet. Hope I can later. And I'm living here with my entire family, my wife and 3 kids. Santiago, who is 13, Diego, who is 11, and my little princess Paula, 7-year-old. Thanks for coming once again.
Okay, after all my teammates introduced themselves, I just want to say that every one of us has a reason to be here in States, as we are North Americans. And my main reason to be here is the education. I just tried to join the Central University for my master, but they asked me to raising up my GPA. So I came here to Texas Community College for taking like 2 semesters to raise up my GPA, and I hope that I will start my master next year. Okay, I will leave the mic with my teammate Nella to speak about her aim to be here and her experience. Okay.
Different here. For me, it was shock in transportation system. What about I want to tell? Here, different system road is different from Belarus. Many exits, different exits. I can't turn around. For example, on one road, I should find some exit to turn around. For example, and in the beginning, it was a really shock for me. It's different in clothes. People, how people dress here. Different in education system. Yeah, education system. But I'm very comfortable. I feel very comfortable here. I like this college, Stankin College. I like the atmosphere here. I like students. Very nice, very friendly teachers here. I want to. I hope I will get here. I will get some experience with my English language, because it's my second language. My first Russian, Belarusian language, and I want to say, because I didn't tell about before. I have daughter. She is 19. She lives in Belarus. Why she is not with me? Because she studied in medical university. Therefore, we decided that she will finish university in Belarus. Therefore, of course, I'm very miss her, but I hope that when she will finish university, she will come to here and we live together. What else I want to tell about my experience here? Really, I'm not live here much time, so therefore difficult to say something. Maybe when I will a little more time live here and I find job. I hope I find job. Maybe I can tell more. Thank you.
Right. Now we'll be with my colleague Teslie.
For me, when I come here, a little bit hard because everything different. the first winter, because my country is very hot, and here the winter is so crazy, you know. And the first time when I come in, oh my God, so crazy when I to the airport, and very cold. But second, the language, I never speak English. I never learn English in my country, and so hard too. And the people are very friendly, but when I don't speak English, nothing is too hard. But the people are friendly, but you don't speak nothing, you don't say nothing, and it's too hard for everybody. And I live with my family, and it's better for me. And the first reason I come here was study and take English classes, and I tried with my family, but my mother is living here. But now I think comfortable and more better.
Okay, thank you, Dasli. What about you, Zabiada?
Hi. In my country, the economy in my country go down very fast. I can't find a job. My husband too. My children, four children, have needs about their future, and I decided to leave my country and came to the United States, where live my parents and my brother. This is not my American dream, but I know live in here is better than in my country. I have a job. I have a dream. My children study and work, and they can live separate, not with me. It is a situation better for each other, and I believe, and this country give me something for my future and future of my children. I can learn, I can study in my country, where women have under 4 years old. She can't go to school because she never find a good job, maybe never find job. But for here, I believe when I finish school, I found better job, and I live better. It is my future and future of my children. Thank you.
And Tatu?
Thank you. Hello once again. For me, it has been a great experience coming here to the United States. Maybe because I came to work already. I have a contract. Even I like the place. I like the weather. Many people think I'm crazy because I was waiting for snow. I was waiting for cold, and it didn't come this winter. But we are really enjoying. I mean, me and my family. We have find many advantages. For example, my kids are already bilingual, which is great. They're kids and they can speak perfect English and perfect Spanish. Is going to be a great tool for them in their lives. I'm learning many things, not just about work, about people, about the world. And I'm going to tell you two different experiences which for me are funny. I hope I'm able to translate well and became funny for you too. For example, the first one is when we just came here 2.5 years ago, my kids were not able to introduce themselves or to ask for things they need. So they were always trying to get help from me and their mother. Hey dad, how can I ask for this? How can I say whatever? But believe me, some months later, they were better than us. Now, of course, they are perfect, and they laugh about us. There have been different stages. First, they were asking for help. Then they were by themselves. Then they were fun about the way we speak English, my wife and me. But now they're shy about us. Hey, Dad, don't say that. That's not the way to say it. That's the way it is. The other thing that was funny for me coming here, when I came here, I was 40 years old already. So I had been driving for many years. I don't know, maybe 20 years. But when I came here, I had to make I had to have driving lessons, and it was very interesting because my wife and me, once again, went to have the lessons with teenagers. We were the only adults, so that was another great experience, staying there. And finally, the other experience I want to share with you is I met over here people from many countries. And now I have a very good friend from Germany, and which is really, really interesting, is that he's here because he thinks the American way of life is easier than in Germany. People used to work less here than in Germany, and he's kind of relaxed. But for me, it's the opposite. In Mexico, we are really more relaxed, and American people works a lot. So it's kind of a big experience how people from different parts of the world can have a way of life. Thank you.
Thank you, Taro. Now we can take any question as you want. So if anyone has a question, you can ask. Hey, any questions? Yeah, sure.
I want every one of my class to ask questions too. But first, thank you for doing this because for those of us who speak more than one language, I studied French for 8 years, and I remember being in Europe and just feeling like the words weren't going to come out the way that I wanted them to. And you all did such a fabulous job. I think I just want to thank you. So.
Yeah.
It's so difficult, I think, to be in another culture and figure out yourself as you're doing all these things. So my question for the panelists is, what was the most sort of surprising thing for you about yourself that may have shifted since you've come here, about your own personality or your way of doing things? Have you noticed anything about the way you think of yourself that's just a little different here?
So, would anyone want to answer this question, or what about you, Dusty? It looks like you want to answer this.
Ladies first.
Okay. I found something interesting for this country. This country now is my country. And in Poland, I have depression because I don't have work. It is horrible for me and my family. But for here, I came to the United States May 13, 2007, and I go to work maybe 3-4 years later. It's very fantastic for me. And almost 3 years ago, I finished the CNA course. When I almost maybe speak English 30%, but I really hard work and and finish this course. It's very, very fantastic for me because I feel better. I feel excellent, and I can do that. I can do that. Thank you.
Girls, is it my turn? Okay. I think I can't talk about myself, but what I can talk is about the Latin way of life compared to the American way of life. Because before coming here to work, I've been here in the United States lots of times, but not staying for the real life, you know. But now, being here for 2.5 years, it has shown me big difference on the way we, the Latin people, used to do things. And I can say that's why Latin people or Latin countries are kind of, I don't know how to say in English, not the best of the world, because things over here in the United States starts well, so everything goes by the good way, you know? Like my example, okay, you're here, you have been driving for a long time, but you have to prove us. In Mexico, you can go and have a license, a driver's license, and nobody cares, and go, do whatever if you have a red light, and you move on, the policeman will come, and maybe you can arrange something with him with a little money, which is not good. And really, believe me, it's sad to say it, but that's the way it is. I'm going to tell you one more experience. At work, it's not possible to smoke inside. So you have to go, for example, I work in the second floor, you have to go down, go out, and there's a place designated to have a cigarette. Latin people from all around the world, I mean, even Europeans like Italians, which are Latin. I'm not just talking about Latin American. Latin comes from Italy. But all those people from Latin countries used to go out. But if you want to come back, you have to walk, believe me, from here to that door. But you came out from here. So they decide to put a little rock on the gate so it doesn't close. Instead of going over there and take the main entrance, so they're cheating, you know, and it's a big difference that I have been experienced over here, and now I know why different countries are the way they are.
Anyone want to add something?
I'd like to tell about my surprise when I arrived here. This is about medical insurance. I didn't expect before I arrived here this would be so expensive. 1 year ago, I broke my arm, yes, elbow, and skating. And yes, and this I have had surgery. Surgery, this is very expensive. Was very expensive. At first, doctor said us, yes, you can pay maybe $10,000. Wow, this for me is unbelievable. And then my husband found something a little cheaper, $6,000. Honestly, what I can say is that in Belarus, our medical is cheap and now still free and a little easy for people to get some medical treatment. For me, this was a surprise. I didn't expect this. Thank you.
Okay. For me, I just want to add something. The strangest thing happened to me here. I always meet like American people. They have the belief that the first thing you'll see it when you when you go to Egypt, are the camels everywhere and the people wearing like in the Mummy series, like you know the barbarian clothes and stuff like this. I just want to say no. You know, like here, we have the same kind of clothes, we have cars, everything like here. But that's all. So, any question? Sure.
Was it difficult? Was it difficult to look at grammar?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Can you just raise your voice?
Was it difficult to bring to the grammar? Because I know that English grammar can be kind of messy in a lot of ways.
Thank you, Tato. It is my second semester for here. And when I think about grammar and about tomorrow and test, I have a dizzy. Because maybe for different people, grammar is not problem, but for me it's very, very, very big problem. Very big problem. Because it's maybe sometimes I think it's maybe I'm too old to learn everything about English language, but I want, really want, and I try, and I please prize for me for tomorrow my test, okay? Thank you.
Any questions, Alex? Sure.
Going off of what you said, did any of you find it particularly difficult with facing people and their preconceived notions of who you might be based off what they think your culture is?
No, it wasn't so hard because I think they don't know anything about us because of the media. They didn't show anything about the Arabian countries like Egypt. Only I think they show about Dubai because you know the business. They have like a large economic scale, so it's only the famous Arabian country. But for Egypt, I don't think that many know about it. But that's all. Anything else?
In your experiences, what do you think is the hardest cultural difference to adapt to?
Between my country and here? Yeah. I think the driving rules here is totally different.
Respecting the law.
Yeah. I'm not the one who like to just obey the rules, but here, you should too.
I would like to answer that. The most difficult thing for me, as I already tried to tell you, is the hard work which American people is. Like for example, there are some days that I'm coming back from work, driving, and everybody's out working on their lawn. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going back, I'm gonna relax at home. I'm not gonna work on my lawn. In Mexico, there are big difference. In Mexico, we have people who can help you doing that kind of work for less money. So you're allowed to do it. Not here. You have to pay a lot. So you have to do it yourself. That's the worst part for me. If something breaks at home, I'm the one who has to repair it. The lawn, the leaves, the snow, everything. There's a lot of work to do. That's the tough part.
Thank you, Dad. Sure.
I'm wondering if the other panelists had other things that were the most challenging. Is there any other, the most difficult part of coming here? Any other thoughts on that?
difficult is when I get a job, you know, speak not no English, and for me, under my experience, when I get a job, the first time I go to the restaurant, Mexican restaurant, and I say, "You ready for your job?" Yeah, I know, I'm ready, but I know to respond to people when I take the phone. I don't know, it's very, very hard. And I am hoster the first time, hostess, and my boss say, "You don't speak English? I'm sorry, but you make guacamole?" What? I don't make it, okay, I try it, but I need to learn. And the guacamoles, I think so I learn only tomatoes, onions, and cilantro. And for me, I don't know, but, and say, "Can you me one time?" And I try it, and then the menu, and I learn it when I respond the phone and everything. And she said, "Okay, it's okay, 1 week." Okay, 1 week, I learn it, and now I'm waiter. No more guacamoles. No. But it's too hard for me, this experience, when I get a job, and nothing.
Having to learn the language for each new
Yeah, I know.
thing. I see. Yeah.
Thank you, Dustin. Yeah.
I was just wondering, like, your goals, your long-term, educational goals here.
I just want to start my master next year, and after finish it, I will go to my PhD. I will make my master in technology management in Central University. It's something related to the industrial engineering with business together, and it goes under the quality management. Based on the quality, anyway. So, and I hope to start my PhD after finishing the master in the business administration. That's all. So, delicious. But the American, like the sweet food, like cakes, and yeah. I'm trying to lose weight, so I can't eat this stuff. So.
How about everybody else?
Food is a very different and big problem for me and my youngest daughter. We don't eat bread and anything. Yes, because I have all the time problem with my stomach, and now maybe this problem is it's not too big, but I don't like food. This because it's I think it's maybe most prepared, most modified, and my daughter, she has almost 8 years old. She doesn't like McDonald's fast food. She all the time told me, and Mommy, it is junk food. Wow, it's a very good idea, junk food. And every meals I prepare myself in my home. Thank you.
Okay, I'm afraid that we need to finish our panel discussion to give our colleagues a chance to start their panel. So we just want to say thank you for all you guys to be here and to attend our panel discussions. And we are really honored to be with you guys today. And we also want to say thank you for our Professor Paula for giving us the chance to doing this, because it's really a new experience for all of us. Thank you.